Have you ever followed a recipe that asked for 2 parts flour to 1 part water? Or noticed that for every 3 blue marbles in a bag, there are 2 red ones? This is the language of ratio. It's not about adding, it's a way of showing a fixed relationship between quantities. We write this relationship using a colon. If you have 3 cats and 2 dogs, the ratio of cats to dogs is 3 to 2. But here's the first critical rule. Order matters. If the question asks for the ratio of dogs to cats, you must flip it to 2 to 3. The numbers must always match the order of the words. Now think of ratios as a repeating pattern. The mantra is, for every X, there are Y. For every 2 stars, there are 3 circles. This relationship stays the same even if the numbers get bigger. So if you suddenly have 10 stars, how many circles do you need? Well, you went from 2 stars to 10 by multiplying by 5. To keep the ratio the same, you must do the same to the other side. 3 times 5 is 15. You need 15 circles. This works for more than 2 items too. A smoothie might be 2 parts spinach to 1 part kale to 3 parts juice. Finally, there's the most important distinction, part to part versus part to whole. Comparing boys to girls, say 3 to 4, is part to part. But what if you want to compare the boys to the total number of children? First, find the total by adding the parts. 3 plus 4 is 7. So the ratio of boys to the whole class is 3 to 7. This is a part to whole ratio, and it shows the fractional share of one group. So remember, order is everything. A ratio can be scaled up or down, and always know if you're comparing a part to another part or a part to the whole. Master this, and you unlock a new way of seeing the proportional patterns all around you.